Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Archer Remark here, and I'm back with another figure review. And this time I have another Neca figure for you. This is the John Rambo figure from the movie First Blood, as he's depicted in that film. That is, of course, the first in that series of movies. There were 3 sequels done after that, and this is, just a really great figure. I was inspired by seeing some other reviews on this figure. I wasn't sure about getting this figure because I like the Rambo movies, but I wouldn't put it as one of my favorite movies. Certainly movies like Predator and Aliens and Terminator are like even more. So I was a little on the fence, but after seeing those reviews, I saw how amazing this figure looked, and I was like, I gotta pick this up. And it looks even more amazing in person, and I just thought I have to do a review on it. It's too good of a figure to not do a review. So we're going to move that over just for a moment to show you the packaging. And first at the top, in just big, bold red letters, you have the name Rambo, which just stands out really well. And you have this sort of like jungle, foresty backdrop, which looks cool. Down here you have basically a mini poster that says Stallone. This time he's fighting for his life. And cool image of Stallone and full Rambo gear. There's the title of the movie, First Blood, which I haven't seen this movie in a while. I should go back and watch this movie again. It's been a while. There's the character name, John J. Rambo, ages 17 and up, warning, choking hazard, not for children under 3. Definitely a good idea there. We'll turn this around, and cool imagery on the back. You have like this up-close image of the combat knife and the dog tags and the string of bullets. And here, basically like a little bio on the movie. John J. Rambo, an ex-Green Beret, haunted by the memories of Vietnam, is searching for an old friend he served with in the war. Instead, Rambo crosses paths with an overzealous small-town sheriff who is looking for a fight. Unjustly imprisoned, Rambo escapes and becomes the target of a massive manhunt. Rambo must use all his cunning, combat, and survival skills to stay alive and outwit his pursuers. So that's pretty cool. And on to, here's the figure itself. And as usual, Neca did an amazing job with the sculpting and the paintwork and this weathering and articulation, all that stuff. I mean, look at that face sculpt. They did a great job with Stallone. Obviously, they've had some practice with the Rocky figures. But yeah, that sort of trademark Stallone sort of curl to the lip. He's got that, hey, yo, it's Sylvester Stallone, how you doing? Kind of look. Sorry about the bad impersonation there. And just really well done. And I'll take a quick, up and down 360, which is something I typically do. And just so many little details. You can see all the folds, the detail in the sculpt of the folds of the shirt and the jeans, and the sculpting of the hair and the little bandana. And you could see the ammo belts that crisscrossed along his chest and along his waist. And you can see the weathering and make them look more like actual bullets, even though it's obviously just plastic. It's just really well done. And I'm not sure how much the camera is picking this up, but you can see on the jeans there's they did paint apps of like dirt and kind of scuffing on the pants and just a little bit on the boots, and just really adds to that realism. Really looks really well. Really cool. You can even see like the facial stubble and the blood along the forehead and dripping down the cheeks. Just really well done. And on this side you have, this looks really cool on the one arm, the blood that's on his bicep, and that has dripped down to his forearm and his hand, and just really looks well. It looks like blood to me. If you ever gotten a cut and you see the blood and it dries, it looks like that. I think they did a really good job with making that look natural and real. Really cool. It does come with a few accessories, which I will show you. in a moment we'll show you some of the lesser accessories, but I mean they're still cool. This is the first one. This is the other hand, the like swap out optional hand that you have, and it's like a closed fist, and this is basically made to hold the combat knife, which I'll show you in a moment. So you basically closed fist, and good, again, attention to detail, the blood on this hand. So when you were to swap out this hand for the other, it continues, so it matches the arm. So that's a really good job, good detail there. And this is the other accessory is his combat knife, which really well done. And you can see it. They really did a great job of making it look metal, and again scuffing and weathering on the blade and little dirt or whatever that's supposed to be. And you flip it around and you got the handle. They really did a great job. This is one of the things that Neca just shines at, with detailing like this on the accessories. Okay. And see here, as I'll show you, like as you see on the other hand, there is the blood on the hand, so the swap out hand will match, sort of lines up. It's really done well. One thing is the peg. You know, this hand just pegs off, and the other one just, you know, there's a hole, and you just put it on the peg that's on the wrist joint there. I found that joint to be a little thin, and it moves around a lot due to the articulation, which I'll go over in a moment. And I was a little worried that if you swapped it out too often, you might break it. And so I just sort of decided to leave it like this. I'm going to display it like this with the gun anyway. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't want to risk breaking the hand. But that's, of course, the way you want to display it is up to you guys. His main accessory is this here, the M60 machine gun, which again looks really well. It's very nicely sculpted. There's not too much in the way of like extra paint apps, but it's really nicely done and nicely sculpted. You have the shoulder strap there, of course, so you could strap it around his shoulder and across the back if you want. It's really well done. And this hand here, which is sort of like the open hand, you can do that two-handed pose like you see in the movie poster there. So that's real well. So he holds this really well, and you can get some good dynamic poses with the weapon. One thing, you know, as I mentioned, you see the belt straps here with the ammo straps. I wish that these were removable, or at least one of them to where you can sort of feed it into the gun, or make it look like it's being fed into the gun. I think that would be a nice little touch, but you know, we can't get everything. But in general, that's very minimal complaints about this figure. It's really well done. Articulation is amazing. Ball joint in the neck, so you got swivel up and down. Ball joint in the shoulders and the elbows and the wrists. Okay, and you do have that hinge on the wrists as well, that sort of in and out motion. You have a ball jointed torso that's sort of like, and you have that like ab crunch kind of movement back and forth. Ball joints in the hips, so you could move the legs in and out. There is a twist in the thigh. It hinges in the knees and hinges in the ankle. So great articulation. Stands real well. You can get him in lots of great poses. And again, something else that Neca is very good at is hiding the hinges. Like, you could barely see the hinges on the boots and the knees, and even again on the elbows. Obviously, with flesh tones, flesh color, it's a little more noticeable, but it's still hidden pretty well. Like the shoulder hinge, you pretty much can't see the shoulder hinge. It looks really great. So just an amazing job on this. Like I said, that was I was on the fence about this figure, but I saw how amazing, how well this figure was done, and I just had to get it. I think if you're a big fan of Stallone, if you're a big fan of the Rambo movies, definitely pick this up. You won't be disappointed, I don't think. You have some cool accessories. You have the swap out hand, so you have that option, which is really cool when they do things like that. Just a really great figure. I cannot stress it enough. I can't. I'm just really putting this figure over. It's worth it. It's really well done. So definitely pick them up if you can find them in stores or online retailers or whatnot. It's definitely worth your money, I would say. Okay, so yeah, that's it from Neca, the John J. Rambo figure as depicted in First Blood. It's a great figure. I can't stress it enough. I know I repeat myself, but I'm just really falling in love with these Neca figures. They're amazing. So I hope you liked this review. As usual, comment, rate, subscribe. And until my next video, I will see you. So long. Take care.